All right, today's potato day. We're going to talk about potatoes. These guys right here are all potatoes, and over there. They overwintered in C2 in the situation, and they're growing right up, which is awesome. These also overwintered here, kind of goes down, and they're doing pretty well. So these are in the ground in dirt, but I thought it might be kind of fun to plant some potatoes in some containers. So we can grow potatoes and actually almost everything in containers, different kinds of containers, and as long as you've got, enough room for some soil in there, you can have a garden, container garden. So here are some containers you might have around the house, right? Cardboard box, I think everybody's got one or two of those. Here's a laundry basket, and I've got one of these cheap grocery bags. Geez, I can't think. So I'm going to grow in this as well. I've done it before. This and this will last one season. This will last multiple seasons, and so will this. It depends on the quality of the plastic. I know plastic's bad for you, blah, 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 but if you got what you got, right? So right now what I'm going to do is put some straw in the bottom of these, and then I'm going to put a little bit of dirt in, and then we're going to add those potatoes I have that are chitting up there. And we'll go from there. We'll do a little talking about different kinds of potatoes. I have watched people just grow directly in straw before and in soil, but everybody that I've seen that has actually done a test where they've tried soil against straw or wood chips or hay and leaves, the potatoes that they grow primarily in that don't do very well. They're usually small sized. I don't think they get enough nutrients. So I believe that they fail for that reason. Well, you can still get a harvest, but it's not nearly as good as having soil. So I'm going to just put this down in the bottom, and we'll add in some soil. So let me finish this up. So what I did here with the laundry basket, because I've got these holes, is I just kind of laid the straw around the outside and called it good. So let's go get some soil. All right, so we've got some soil in here on top of the straw. And now I'm going to take some of these potatoes and just lay them on top of the soil and cover them with a little bit more soil. And as the potatoes grow up, we're going to go ahead and add more and more soil on top, and probably some straw as well. These particular potatoes are a determinate variety, so they're going to grow more flat, and they might poke up through the surface of the soil, which is why we want to hill them, which just means making a mound on top of the roots and the potatoes themselves. If it was an indeterminate type of potato, it would grow down and less wide. And those don't usually poke through the soil. You don't actually have to hill those, although people do it as kind of a good practice. So let me grab these potatoes, and I'm going to put them on top of the soil, and I'll show you that. One more thing I wanted to say is I think this is the 6th year I'm growing these potatoes. These actually came from a bag of potatoes my friend Lisa gave me. So they're chitting, C-H-I-T-T-I-N-G, chitting. It means they're growing from the eyes. And yeah, we're going to try to just be careful with that and plant them up. I'm probably just going to do like 2 per, because these are not very big. And remember, they're going to grow wide, so they'll fill up that whole container here. But let me put those down, and we'll come back and take a peek. All right, so I've got potatoes, 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 and potatoes. And now we're going to come in and add some soil. All right, so there we are. Just gonna smooth this out and just break up the big hunks. This is that grocery bag, and I'm just folding the top down a little bit. I'll unfold it as we fill it up a little bit more, but I just want the sun to be able to get in there a little bit. Smooth this out. This will be interesting. I want to see if the potatoes grow through the sides at all. I've seen some people do this just with dirt without the straw, but they lose so much dirt. I can't figure that out. And then, of course, our cardboard box, which everybody has. So there you go. I think all of these are going to be successful, and we'll go ahead and continue to mound these. And then, of course, like I said, I still have my potatoes in the ground. This will be interesting. So you can grow potatoes at your house. Don't tell me you don't have a cardboard box or a laundry tote or an old bag. You've got one around. So let's get to growing. Let me know if you have any questions.